This is your coffee break on the HAN Network.
It's Tuesday, September 15th, and this is your coffee break on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Chaplinsky, bringing you all this morning's news around southwestern Connecticut, including a suspect surrendering just this morning in Stratford that police had considered armed and dangerous, as well as exciting news for a local college student who will be part of a team that's going to be documenting Pope Francis's upcoming U.S. visit. Also, with cooler weather finally starting, it's time to think Halloween and scary movies. And the HAN Network is running a special short horror movie competition, and we're going to hear more about that later in this hour. But first, on to the news this morning. A cooperative effort from the Darien Police Department and West Haven Police has led to the arrest of 3 men linked to multiple car burglaries in several states. During the past week, the Darien Police Department has investigated several smash and grab type car burglaries. The suspects targeted vehicles in parking lots that had purses and other valuables visible inside. Through investigation, it was determined that the proceeds from several of these burglaries were being recovered in West Haven. Darien officers identified the vehicle the suspects were using not only for the crimes in Darien, but in several other cities and states. On September 10th, detectives from the Darien Police Department and members of the West Haven Police Street Crime Unit conducted focused surveillance on several West Haven locations. At about 10:30 at night, a West Haven police officer saw the suspect's vehicle traveling on Elm Street. The vehicle was stopped and the 3 occupants were detained. Officers found a significant amount of cash and stolen credit and gift cards, as well as jewelry, burglary tools, and a stolen license plate. Inside of the vehicle, believed to be proceeds from burglaries that occurred in neighboring states. The 3 subjects were then subsequently arrested by Darien detectives. All 3 suspects hail from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and have been identified as 24-year-old Oliver Chance, 31-year-old Kenton Chance, and 18-year-old Gervonta Bray. They were driving a white 2015 Ford Explorer, which police claimed had been rented by Chance from a rent-a-car facility in Fort Lauderdale. The accused were transported to Darien Police Headquarters and were charged with several counts of burglary, conspiracy to burglary, and larceny, as well as 4th-degree larceny and 3 counts of credit card theft. According to police, all 3 men have extensive criminal histories, are multi-state offenders, and are convicted felons. It was discovered both Bray and Kenton are wanted persons in different states, and the 3 men will remain in police custody and are being held on $100,000 bonds. Well, in Greenwich, the police department is investigating a fatal accident that claimed the life of an elderly man in the Cos Cob Marina on Monday afternoon. The man's identity has not been released yet, but his family was reportedly on the scene at the time of the accident. According to Lieutenant Craig Gray, the GDP's public information officer, the man, who is believed to be in his 80s, was in a vehicle and drove off the boat ramp of the marina into the water, according to the Greenwich Sentinel. The Associated Press reports that the man was a New Jersey resident. Rescue attempts, including by police dive teams, were made, but the man could not be revived after he was pulled from the vehicle. While initial reports stated a rescue was made, they proved to be inaccurate and the man was pronounced dead at the scene. Police officers and emergency divers worked furiously to free the man from the van after it plunged into the water. Greenwich police continue to investigate the incident. No other injuries were reported. Well, a Stratford man who resides in the Yarwood Street residence where Stratford police found drugs and weapons last Friday turned himself in this morning. Police said Monday that a second arrest warrant was pending for 22-year-old Tariq Young of 25 Yarwood Street. The warrant stems from a search that was executed at his home on the morning of September 11th. Police said they found a stolen firearm, an illegal firearm, and significant quantity of illegal narcotics, prescription drugs, and equipment often used in drug sales. Young was already wanted by the Stratford Police Narcotics, Vice, and Intelligence Unit for sale of narcotics and sale of narcotics in a school zone. Police had arrested 25-year-old Tanya Rankin, also of Yarwood Street, and 41-year-old William Rucker of Roosevelt Avenue during last week's search of the home. A Stratford police officer shot Rucker in his hand during the search. Police said Rucker charged at officers with a hammer when he was shot by the single bullet. The officer who shot Rucker was placed on administrative duty pending the outcome of a state police investigation. Police said Monday that Tariq Young should be considered armed and dangerous, but this morning police said he turned himself in at the Stratford Police Department. In New Canaan news, on September 13th, police were called to 26 Father Peter's Lane around 5:46 in the morning, where Mitchell Vasquez, 46 years old, was reported to be unresponsive. EMS transported him to Norwalk Hospital emergency room, where he was pronounced dead. Police say there were no signs of foul play. Stanford attorney Mark Sherman, a family spokesman, released the following statement saying, quote, Mitchell Vasquez was an accomplished businessman and pioneer in the global foreign exchange market. And according to his bio on forexmarkets.com, Mitchell Vasquez is considered to be a pioneer in the online currency trading industry. He was also known for his philanthropy, including substantial gifts to the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation. The New Canaan Advertiser will follow up on this story with more details. In Ridgefield, a young driver veered off the road on Bailey Avenue, striking the front porch of a house on Tuesday, September 8th, bringing the porch roof down onto her vehicle. The driver was 16 years old and her name was not released. She was treated at Danbury Hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, according to Captain Jeff Kreitz, the spokesman for the Ridgefield Police Department. She was issued an infraction for failure to drive in the established lane and distracted driving. The call came in at about 10 o'clock at night, according to Fire Chief Kevin Tappy, who said evidently there was a female that left the dance studio next door and hit the building, and the porch collapsed on her. They did call the building department because of the damage to the structure and wanted to make sure it was structurally sound, Tappy said. The building inspector that night determined that the house is habitable, Kreitz said. The duplex at number 33 Bailey Avenue is listed on the tax records as the property of James P. Tarsi Sr. of Overlook Drive. The house is assessed at a value of about $330,000. And Rob Adams, going to throw it over to you for a look at today's weather. It's another gorgeous day.
It is a beauty outside, Kate. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. We do have just an absolutely beautiful day. Sunny, highs in the upper 80s with a northwest wind from 5 to 10 tonight. Clear and 59. I don't know about you, but for me, I was seeing low 50s and high 40s last night, so it was nice to kind of snuggle up under the blankets. 82 and sunny tomorrow with a northwest wind around 5, becoming southwest in the afternoon. 61 for the low Wednesday night. For Thursday, sunny and 85. We like the sound of that because it seems like the humidity for the most part is staying pretty low. Clear for Thursday night, lows in the 60s. Glancing ahead, 81 Friday as we go out to Ridgefield. Sunny and 80 for Saturday. Sunny and 76 for Sunday. Right now, Shelton has 73. Ridgefield 73. And oh, by the way, Darien has, wait for it, 73. So we're staying consistent all across as we send it back to Kate on your coffee break.
All right. Thanks, Rob. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Don Eng's going to join us for a look back on this day in history, and Rob's going to step back in and talk a little bit of high school sports, and we have a lot more news coming up on your coffee break after this.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate road shows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
While the temperatures are cooling down, the fall bite is heating up. Albies, bonita, blackfish, alligator blues, and stripers are following the large schools of bait that are abundant in the Long Island Sound. If you love the New England coast during autumn, this is the time to be on the water. The latest from Shimano, Quantum, Avet, Hoagie, Phase 2 and more are in stock and ready to go at the dock shop. And don't mind those fall breezes with jackets, hats, gloves, and fleece from Grundens and Stormer. The Dock Shop will keep you warm and dry. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com. While the
And we're back with this Tuesday edition of your coffee break on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Chaplinsky, and we're going to throw it now to Donald Ang for a look back on this day in history. Don?
Well, thanks, Kate. It was an athletic achievement at an age when most men in this profession retire. And it happened on this day in 1978. But first, we go to 1812. The French army under Napoleon captures the Kremlin in central Moscow. Who says getting involved in a Central Asian land war is a bad idea? Napoleon took the city, assuming its fall would end the war, and Alexander would negotiate peace. However, on orders of the city's governor, rather than capitulate, Moscow was burned to the ground. After 5 weeks, Napoleon and his army left, retreating back to France through knee-deep snow. Of the 400,000 troops that had set out to invade Russia in June, 40,000 returned. 1858, the first mail service begins to the Pacific coast under government contract. Coaches from the Butterfield Overland Mail Company took a mere 12 days to make the journey between Tipton, Missouri and San Francisco, California. 1916, in World War I, tanks used for the first time at the Battle of the Somme. Though they initially terrified the German army, the lumbering vehicles were too slow and too few to make a significant impact on the battle. That would change in years to come. By the way, the word tank comes from a bit of subterfuge. They wanted the Germans to think they were portable water carriers. 1959, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev arrives in the U.S. to begin a 13-day visit. The first Soviet leader to visit the country, his personality was a welcome change from the longtime Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. His visit would provide several examples of goodwill and even humor in the next few weeks. And finally, in 1978, there was this.
They weren't checking for brown bottle in Spinks's corner at the request of Angelo Dundee. Now the fight is underway. Ali moving on his toes, dancing. There'll be no rope-a-dope, he said.
No rope-a-dope there. That was 36-year-old Muhammad Ali defeating Leon Spinks to regain the heavyweight world championship, at least the WBC portion of it. Ali, the first boxer to hold the heavyweight title 3 times. That's your look back in history, and I'm Donald Ng.
Thanks, Don. Well, going to throw it over to Rob now for a sports update. Rob?
Down goes Eng. Down goes it. For those of you who know Coward Cosell, Donald Eng, thank you very much. Maybe not everybody getting the reference, but nonetheless, we get things going for high school sports in the FCAC on this side of the world today. Kate, we're very excited to be going out to Brian McMahon High School for girls soccer. I'll be on the call as we watch McMahon and New Canaan, 4 o'clock later today, and that is coming your way down at Brian McMahon's Jack Casagrande Stadium, as well as on Thursday we'll have boys soccer as we watch Wilton and Greenwich from Greenwich's Cardinal Stadium, so that's coming your way on Thursday, all leading up toward Friday, where we have a big day lined up, of course, with the FCAC tailgate at 4, the FCAC game day at 5, and then the big call with Chris Irway and myself, football, Friday night, 7 o'clock at Tiger Hollow in Ridgefield, Lancaster Field at Tiger Hollow to be exact, as the Ridgefield Tigers host the New Canaan Rams. So we'll see more scores beginning to roll in today. We'll get more into a rhythm of a usual kind of sports report, and of course Nutmeg Sports coming up a little bit later on with Donald Eng and myself. So busy time coming up, Kate, and we're excited to be doing it. We'll have it for you right here at 4 o'clock later today on the HAN Network. With sports, I'm Rob Adams. Back over to Kate.
All right, thanks, Rob. Well, getting back to some of this morning's news, this week, Bridgeport Police Chief Joseph Gaudette announced the beginning of canine training for 2 Bridgeport police officers. Police officers Marie Setti and John Pachera began their first day of training at the Connecticut State Police Canine Unit in Meriden on Monday. Each officer is paired with a dog, trained as a team, and then then will enter the field together. Officer Seti is paired with Canine Nemesis, and Officer Pachera is paired with Canine Caleb. According to Gaudette, police dogs perform an invaluable service by helping to detect drugs, locate suspects or missing persons, and assist in arrests. Once the training is complete, Officer Seti will make history as the first female canine officer. They said, "We are particularly proud that the canine unit will be getting the first female officer in history," Chief Gaudette said. The training includes a 15-week course in handler protection, evidence recovery, building searches, obedience, and classroom education. Canine training is considered one of the most vigorous and intense trainings an officer can take. In Trumbull, a Norwalk woman was arrested for assaulting a police officer, possession of a hallucinogenic substance, and larceny in the 5th degree outside of Kohl's on Hawley Lane in Trumbull on September 5th. Police said that 33-year-old Severia Douglas spit on and kicked at a Trumbull police officer while she resisted arrest outside the department store. According to a report, police initially responded to the shoplifting complaint. The suspect ran away from the store's security and was found hiding in the woods. Douglas was very uncooperative with police once she was arrested, according to the report. When she was brought back to headquarters, police found a substance in aluminum foil that later tested positive for PCP. She was held on a $10,000 bond, which she posted as a promise to appear in court on Tuesday, September 8th. Well, the Connecticut Department of Transportation is announcing that nighttime paving project will be underway on Route 8 northbound in Trumbull, Stratford, and Shelton beginning this week and finishing up on Friday, September 25th. The project begins before Exit 8 and will end right before the ramp for the interchange at Exit 13 northbound. The project consists of milling about 3 inches of the wearing surface and replacing it with a polymer-modified asphalt. Detours are required at the northbound ramps to facilitate the milling and paving operations. The regular work schedule for the project will be 9 at night to 6 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and the following ramp closures have been scheduled this week, the week of September 14th through the 18th. The Exit 12 interchange on and off ramps will be closed, as well as the Exit 8 and 9 interchange on and off ramps. And next week, the week of September 21st through the 25th, the Exit 13 interchange on and off ramps will be closed. Only one or the off ramp will be closed at a given time. Detour signs will guide motorists through, and they should be aware of modifications or extensions to the schedule that may begin. Well, Rob, I'm going to throw it over to you for another look at today's beautiful weather.
And I'll catch it and see what I can do with it over here, as we've got a beautiful day outside. Sunny, highs in the upper 70s, might even tickle 80. Tonight, clear, 59. Sunny and 82 for tomorrow. Clear and 61 on Wednesday. As we move to Thursday, sunny with a high of 85. And again, if we keep the humidity nice and low, we'll be okay. And I should remind you, because we haven't failed to mention it, shame on me, because I was out there this morning taking a look around. We will be down at Woodway Country Club in Darien tomorrow, where, again, Wednesday, sunny and 82. I'll sign up for that. See how the golf balls fly through the air for a remote appearance for us tomorrow. Should be an absolutely beautiful day. There was a gorgeous day there this morning. Josh Fisher and Elizabeth Cote and I checking out Woodway Country Club this morning. And yes, appropriately dressed was I. So looking forward to it tomorrow. 73 all up and down the area. Shelton, Ridgefield, Darien, all with 73 as we send it back over to Kate.
All right, thanks, Rob. Well, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, there's some exciting news for a Fairfield University student, and we're going to be talking more about the HAN Network's Fast Frights competition. That's coming up after this.
Highcote Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Highcote's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycote Rockefeller Estate, a national trust for historic preservation, to busy, and Stewart's Market can save you precious time by stocking all of your favorite essentials under one roof. For a healthy start to school, we have all the ingredients. Walter Stewart's, your family-owned fresh local market, 229 Elm Street and at stewartsmarket.com.
Does buying a car leave you feeling like you're chasing your tail? Head straight to Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram and take car buying in a whole new direction.
Have no fear. HAN Network's Fast Frights movie contest is here. Can your film make the cut? Submit your 3-minute scary movie today for a chance to win a DJI Phantom 3 drone, sponsored by Milford Photo. The only thing to fear is missing the deadline.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate road shows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
While the temperatures are cooling down, the fall bite is heating up.
Tuesday
Albies,
edition of your
Bonita,
coffee break. I'm and exciting news announced this morning for a Fairfield University student. She's been chosen to document Pope Francis's visit to the U.S. The senior will travel to New York City on Friday, September 25th, to be part of an exclusive digital street team that's documenting Pope Francis's first visit to the country. Alana Dykes, who is a senior at Fairfield U, entered a national contest to be invited to help cover the upcoming visit of the Pope to the U.S. by writing a blog post and using a hashtag. Dykes applied to be a member of the Pope is Hope digital street team, a group who will be creating original online content to document Pope Francis's first visit to the U.S. The contest was created by Alatia, which is a Catholic news website, and it asked for applicants to create a piece of content that promoted the idea that good is winning, and the posts to own their social media platforms using the hashtag good is winning. The contest drew over 400 applications, and after weeks of waiting, Alana received the exciting news that she had been chosen to be one of only 30 members of the team. So congratulations to her. And speaking of competitions, the HAN Network has an exciting one coming up. It's called Fast Frights, and I'm joined right now by Joe Forlano and Chris Bolesny, who helped create some of the really unique promos for this contest. Guys, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
I know you guys were a little nervous about coming on. You usually stay behind the scenes. You are our graphics guys, and you guys kick butt. So tell us how you got involved in Fast Frights and kind of making these promos.
Well, basically, there was HAN Network is holding a contest for short horror movies, and we pretty much got the green light to make promos, basically commercials based on, basically we got to do whatever we wanted, and we got a green light to do that.
Tried to make them as scary as we could.
Yeah.
So are you guys like horror movie aficionados? Is that kind of the deal?
Yeah, I would say so.
A little bit. Here and there.
Yeah.
And so let's show one of them right now. And this one is starring Sharon Capetta. And there's this humor added into
Have
all
no
of these.
fear. HAN Network's Fast Frights movie contest is here. Can your film make the cut? Submit your 3-minute scary movie today for a chance to win a DJI Phantom 3 drone. Sponsored by Milford Photo. The only thing to fear is missing the deadline.
Our other directors, AJ.
Yes, that's AJ's great voice over there, which is pretty incredible. And we should say there's a longer version of that starring Josh Fisher's heavy breathing. And so what's the concept of that one?
Oh, that was just a stalker. that was pretty easy to pull off.
Right.
I've had experience.
And I know you mentioned when you were editing it, you felt a little bit stalker.
I did. While we were filming it, I didn't really think too much of it because I just wanted to get the shots. But then while I was looking at the footage, I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to go to jail. But it worked out.
Well, let's play. Can we, AJ, cue up the Sharon Capetta one, which is also very funny and creative?
Have no fear. Hersom Acorn's Fast Frights movie contest is here. Can your film make the cut? Submit your original 3-minute horror movie today. Visit fastfrights.com for more details.
Okay. That is one creepy clown. We're back. That is one creepy clown right there. Joe, you were talking about the concept for that
I
one.
was just
What
saying
was that
the
about?
concept for that one was to find a girl who wasn't scared of anything, even the creepiest of crazy, scary things. And she freaks out and scared when she found out she missed the deadline for the contest. So
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Try to tie
Josh
in.
Fisher somehow weaseled his way into all these promos as a character that we're not playing any of the ones with him in it. But no, you guys did a really great job. It was a lot of fun and it was a creative project. And what we're really hoping for is that now, these filmmakers,
give inspiration
students
to you guys
create.
out there, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we
Send
really
in
want.
your
We want to
films.
see other people's creativity. And so
Win that drone.
Exactly.
Who doesn't want a
Provided by
drone?
Milford Photo. And we're going to be talking with Milford Photo later this month more about that contest. But we just want to say all the details of this competition are at fastfrights.com. And we're looking for digital horror films that are 3 minutes or shorter. The top videos will be screened at a special Halloween event at 850 Degrees in Ridgefield in October. So we're pretty excited about it. I know when we were on the HAN Cruiser Tour, we were going to a lot of schools and kind of giving them to the video production classes, and they were super excited. So
Cool.
I'm hoping we get some neat submissions from them. And I just want to talk about that great logo, the Fast Frights logo. Who came up with
sure.
that?
I came up with it, but Joe animated it.
Helped
He
to
made it
animate
bleed.
it. I made the logo bleed, yes.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, you guys kind of got to use some of your... Do you guys make films in your free time at all?
We wish.
We try to.
Something
Using
we
my
like
old
to do, I think.
cassette recorder.
Right, and I think you named your little production team, right? What do you guys call yourselves?
Well,
We go by the Excitement Brothers.
The Excitement Brothers. I like it. Well,
From
you guys
time to
did an
time.
awesome job.
Thank
thank you.
And we
everyone
really-
who helped out did a great job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there's
was.
a
We
lot
should
of
say
people.
makeup. Who else helped out?
Susan Martino.
On the makeup, right on that
She did a
creepy
lot of
hand.
makeup.
That was my creepy hand, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We were going to go with somebody else, but Joe's like, no, we want your creepy hand. And I'm like, so now I have a complex, but it
And the
worked out.
clown makeup.
Aaron
Who
and
did that?
CJ.
Susan Martino,
She
actually.
did
Yeah.
the makeup.
She did a great job.
CJ was in The Clown.
Yeah, one of our reps, CJ, he was all for it. You know, he really threw himself into it. You know.
One of the editors was the guy in
Aaron
the Jason
Berkowitz
mask.
was
Yep.
in the Jason mask, right? Oh, so funny. Well, it was nice to mix things
Yeah.
up around here.
Got a lot of people
Yeah.
to be involved. So
Right.
A lot of fun.
You guys did a great job. And again, I want to mention if anyone wants to enter that contest, all the information is at fastfrights.com. But we're going to be talking more about it here on the HAN Network. But that's going to wrap things up for this edition of your Coffee Break. Make sure at 1 you tune in for The Drive with Denise. That's coming up. She's going to be talking conscious capitalism with a CEO. So have a great day, everyone.